Welcome back. So, in this video, we'll be looking at solubility rules of salt. Many students they have issues as regarding to distinguish soluble salts from insoluble salts. So, I believe that after this video, you'll be able to know the discrepancy between soluble and insoluble salts. So, you just pay attention. Now, I'm going to be outlining about 5 rules, and these rules will be of help to you for you to know those ones that are soluble from those that are insoluble. The rule one. Now, group one metals such as sodium and potassium, and also ammonium ion forms soluble salts. Okay, so let me explain what this thing means. It means that any salt compound that contains Na, K, and NH4, they are all considered to be what? Soluble salts without exemption. Hope you got that. So it's just like if I write Na2SO4, so long there's presence of this, is soluble. If I write K2CO3, soluble. So long there is Na, K, or NH4, just know they are soluble salts. Okay? Then the next rule, number 2, all chlorides, all chlorides, bromides, and iodides of, or rather, are soluble salts, okay, except the chlorides, bromides, and iodides of mercury, silver, and lead. All right. So all chlorides, bromides, and iodides are what? Are soluble salts. So it means that the chloride of any other metal, bromide of any other metal, iodide, they are considered as soluble, with the exemption of what? Of mercury, silver, and lead. So it means if I'm having mercury chloride, and I'm having silver chloride, then I'm also having lead chloride. Now these chlorides are considered to be what? To be insoluble. You get the point? So these are insoluble salts. But listen, there's still an exemption to this. And what's the exemption? Now, this lead chloride being PbCl2, it only dissolves in hot water, right? But that doesn't make it to be fit to be called soluble salts, okay? Because under normal condition, it doesn't dissolve. So it's only when you now alter condition, making the water to be extremely hot before it dissolves, all right? But any other chloride, bromide, and iodide are considered to be what? Soluble salts. Then rule number 3, all nitrates, are soluble salts. All nitrates are soluble salts. And what does this mean? It means that those salt compounds that ends with NO3, they are considered as very soluble salts. All right. So it means examples includes we have NaNO3, this sodium nitrate. All nitrates, you have KNO3. All these ones are considered as soluble salts. Then rule number 4, all tetraoxosulfate 6 salt compounds are soluble salts, except we have the barium sulfate, we have the lead sulfate, and the calcium sulfate. All right, but every other tetraoxosulfate 6 salt compounds, they are considered as what? As soluble salts, except these 3. But again, still amongst these 3, there is an exemption. Now, calcium sulfate, which is CaSO4, is slightly or sparingly sparingly soluble in water. So what does this mean? It means that CaSO4, which is calcium sulfate, dissolves slightly or sparingly in water. All right. Then rule number five. Rule number five. Rule number five. We have all triazocarbonates, carbonates, or you could say all triazocarbonates, four salt compounds, whichever one. All triazocarbonates are insoluble, insoluble, insoluble salts, except except the triazocarbonates of sodium, potassium, and ammonium. Okay. Now the others are considered to be what? Insoluble salts. Those triazocarbonates. And when we talk about triazocarbonates, we are simply referring to salt compounds that end with CO3. All right. So it's just like if I tell you CaCO3, is this soluble or insoluble? It falls under the on here in this case, and it becomes what? Insoluble. All right. Then while the only ones that are soluble, so the only triazocarbonates, those compounds that end with CO3 that are soluble are just three. And what are they? We have Na2CO3, we have K2CO3, and then we have NH4 2CO3. All right. So that these are the only triazocarbonates that are soluble, but the others are considered to be what? To be insoluble. So please get this point straight. All right. So if you know these rules, there is no how you will not be asking you questions concerning which one is soluble, which one is insoluble, then you will not be having issues. Okay, let's try our hands on a given question. Looking at this question, if you are asked, all of the following are examples of insoluble salts. All of the following are examples of insoluble salts, except then dash. A, you have AgCl, then B, we have BaSO4, then C, we have Na2CO3, then D, we have CaCO3. Now, they said all of the following are examples of insoluble salts except, now if you dissect this question, there's English in this one now. All of the following are examples of insoluble salts, meaning that amongst the four options, three of them are insoluble salts, except, so that except there is showing that the one that is soluble becomes the answer. So looking at this one, silver chloride, is this soluble or insoluble? From rule number 2, all chlorides, bromides, and iodides of salts, they are considered as soluble salts, with the exemption of what? Chlorides, bromides, and iodides of mercury, silver, and lead. So it means this one is what? Insoluble. Wrong. Then barium sulfate, I told you that all tetrahydrosulfate salt compounds are soluble salts except the lead sulfate, barium sulfate, and calcium sulfate. So this one is insoluble. Wrong. Then looking at this becomes soluble. Remember, all triazocarbonate salt compounds are insoluble except three: sodium carbonate, potassium carbonate, and ammonium carbonate, which are these ones. So they are what? Soluble. Again, even if you don't remember this one, just remember that I told you guys that in the rule number 1, any salt compound that has the appearance of Na is a soluble salt. So of course, this becomes the answer, soluble. Then while this one is obvious that all triazocarbonates written on the board, they are what? Insoluble. So this is wrong. So these three are insoluble, while this one is soluble. You get the point? So that is the solubility rules of salt. So it's my hope that you've been able to understand what I've just explained concerning the solubility rules. For you to learn best, you have to revisit this video and learn over and over and over again till it stays. All right. So the next class or the next video, we are going to be looking at the properties of salt as well as preparation of soluble and insoluble salts. All right. So that will be in our next video. Stay tuned and follow up the series of salts. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. God bless.